Hey everybody, and welcome back, and welcome to deer season 2025. We have a lot to go over. We're going to start off with just going over my saddle setup. This is going to be my first year on the saddle. I've hunted out of it. Last night was my first night. I saw one shooter buck that I would have taken if he would have gotten closer. He ended up only getting to 70 yards, so that's not a good shot I can take. But yeah, we're just going to jump into what my saddle setup is, and then we're just going to go over the rest of my gear. But we're going to spend the bulk just going over my saddle setup. So here we have the Workhorse sticks powered by Tethrd, and so far really like them. Really like how tight they can get to the tree and how the back digs into the tree. So when I first started trying to figure out how to use it, I put it into the tree, tied it up, and just stepped on it, make sure it would hold me, make sure I was doing it right, that kind of thing. And once I realized I got it good, I took it down. And when I went to take it down, I unstrapped it from the tree, and it's stuck there. The actual part that digs into the tree dug so far into the tree that it wouldn't come down until I put some weight on it or just actually pulled it off. So that's something I really like, is that even if your ropes aren't the most tight that they can be, you still have a very high chance that you're going to be completely safe because they dig in so well. So really good sticks, really strong sticks, really comfortable. They're very wide, so when you're climbing up a tree, they're really good for that, and they're really light as well, and they snap together really well too. All you got to do is just snap them off like that, and they come off. And then on your way down, normally I just throw them down, but you just, once you get down, snap them back on, pop the clamp in, and there you go. So those are my sticks. Really like them so far. Definitely recommend them. I'm probably about to buy another set of them, just because how I want to be higher up in the tree than just 4 sticks. So 6 to 8 sticks is probably what I'm going to be rocking with soon. But for right now, all we have is the 4 Workhorse sticks by Tethrd. And then here we have the platform, also Workhorse grit by Tethrd. And as I said, yesterday was the first night I hunted out of the saddle, but I've also used it in a different way. But for the most part, all I've used it for is saddle hunting. But one thing I like is how easy the strap is to use. I've had to deal with ratchet straps a ton with tree stands, and that sucks. It's a pain in the butt. It takes forever. What I like about this is all you got to do is swing the rope around the tree, get it hooked around the knob there, and then you can just pull it tight. So that's really nice, really easy, especially when you're up, 15 to 20 foot up in a tree. Really easy and nice way to get up a tree, and safe, good way to hunt. I also like it's pretty big compared to some of the ones I've seen, and this isn't even the XL. This is just a smaller version, so definitely big enough for just about, even if you got up to like a size 15 shoe. I only have a size 12, so it works pretty well. So that's my platform. And so if you haven't gotten the pattern here, I also have the Workhorse saddle. I really like it because of the pockets it has in it. Not only can you just get the ropes nice and tight into the pockets like that, but you can also have these pockets for your phone, your wallet, obviously your rangefinder. I'm running the Vortex Ranger 1000 here all year, and I'm also running the 10x42s by Vortex as my binos. I keep that in my backpack though. Just a little bit too big to keep in my pockets, but I love how the pockets are in here because you can fit phone, wallet, rangefinder, all those little things that you are easier to just grab at your side instead of having to reach into your backpack for it. But yeah, a lot of really good storage, really comfortable. Barely even noticed I had it on yesterday, and yeah, really like this saddle. Really glad I bought this one instead of some of the other ones I've seen on the market. But Workhorse saddle by Tethrd. Love Tethrd. I would definitely recommend it to anybody looking to get into the saddle game. Next, we're going to go over my bow. I'm shooting the Matthews Vertex. I'm pulling 70 pounds. I'm shooting an HHA sight. Really like the dial sights I switched last year. And then I have a Schaefer rest, the Schaefer XV, and I really like it just because of how tight I can make my arrow and how nice it is when it drops away. As long as you have it timing well, your arrows are not going to get stuck in it. It's really, really good rest. And then I have the Pine Ridge Archery Stabilizer here. And then I have on here the arrows that I'm shooting full arrow build here. I think I'm rocking about 455 grains here. But I have the Bone Maniac arrows with the Blazer fletching, and then I have the Nocturnal knock here. It's the lighted knock by Nocturnal. It blinks red and green. And then I'm shooting the Grim Reaper 1 3/8 mechanical, and that does a number 2 'em. It flies just like a field point. I've got these tuned to my bow, and they're shooting very well. From going to field point to actually shooting my broadheads, I had to adjust it maybe an inch left and right, and I did not have to adjust it at all up and down. So that was really nice. Not much you have to do there when tuning that in, so it makes it a lot easier and a lot just better when you're tuning it in. Next here is my camera arm. No need to go over my camera because I'll mostly be using my phone this year and maybe my video camera, but we have the 4th Arrow Baton, and this thing is awesome. I've only gotten to use it one time. I've been out twice this year. I've only used it once, but I really like it. Just making sure that the camera mount is tight now. But it is awesome. So when you're packing it in your backpack, you can get it down really small, just like this. And then when you have it out in the tree, you do this. You pull out your clamp for the tree, and then all you got to do is get the strap around the tree. But these are really sharp, so they're just gonna poke right back into the tree, and they're really nice for that. And it's just very stable, very inexpensive, which is probably my number one thing, is finding one for a good price that isn't going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's very inexpensive. I think it's only like $100 right now online. It comes with a phone mount, it comes with your camera mount, so it comes with everything that you're going to want, and very inexpensive compared to some of the other camera arms on the market, you know, $400 or $500. This one's only 100. I would definitely recommend it. Kept my camera very stable, very easy to move up and around the tree when deer are walking in. So yeah, really cool. Love the logo too. The logo is pretty sweet. So that is my camera arm. So I think that about wraps it up. I'm after 2 or 3 different bucks this year. Really looking forward to getting on those. We got a cold front coming in a couple days. Definitely going to be out after those bucks. Hunting in the morning, hopefully out of the saddle, maybe from the ground. But we're going to be after one buck it's a very good 3.5-year-old public land deer. I've been watching him all summer, and yeah, hopefully he comes out. Haven't seen him in a little bit now, but I have a feeling he's around. So hopefully we can get on him. Hopefully we can get a good shot in him. I've been shooting really well lately. Probably confident out to 40 or 50 yards, just depending on the situation and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm starting to make scrapes. I'm using scent killer. I'll go through my scrape setup soon. But yeah, this is all my gear. This is what I'm rocking with for the year. So stay tuned, guys, because we're going to definitely get on some bucks this year. And hopefully we kill, that buck will be my biggest buck to date. So hopefully we can get on him. Hopefully we can get an arrow in him. And hopefully it's all on camera for you guys. So stay tuned for that, because it's going to be an awesome year. Hopefully we're going to be whacking some does. Got 2 buck tags in Michigan. Might go to Missouri. Might go to Drummond Island up in northern Michigan. So we got hopefully some trips planned for you this year. And I will see you guys hopefully over a dead buck in a week or 2. So I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys later. See ya.